let's have a look at LinkedIn. Similar to all the other platforms, you're going to want to make sure you've got a professional headshot or a headshot that looks like you, some information in your profile here, good about message. Make sure your experience is complete or there's something there that shows some sort of path of what you've done. Your education, getting endorsements are certainly great. Recommendations or actual written testimonials or reviews about your services. Be sure you add in any accomplishments, as small even as they may be. Definitely great to have that. Things that you follow are also going to show up here in your interests. So like any other platform, be aware of who and what you're connecting with because it's very frequently visible. So I'm a fan of keeping it relatively simple, but you want to have some information here that appears current enough that you're active. You certainly don't want to see, that your work experience ends in 2005 and there's nothing after that. So definitely good. You can request recommendations. Personally, I think a best practice is to give someone a recommendation. Interestingly enough, you can see I've got the same number of received as given. I don't think they're all the same people, but nice way to start. Giving recommendations is a good way to get instead of just asking someone to write one for you. So the platform is pretty straight ahead. It's a little more professionally driven than some of the other social platforms. So I would be careful with your content, posting more professional, informative type of messages instead of, some of the other social, hey, look at me type stuff or whatever. Certainly wouldn't post a lot of listings here, maybe occasionally, but only if they are surrounded by some other interesting content. So again, pretty straight ahead as far as the platform itself goes, but you can dig here into your connections. Anytime you go to My Network, there's going to be suggestions on other people you should connect with. Let's see if there's somebody here in real time. So, of course it didn't do it. There's almost always a note that pops up when you hit connect. That's the first time I've ever seen it not do that. I'm a huge advocate, which makes it really funny that it just didn't happen, of sending people a personal message. In this case, I'd just say, hey, Justin, we've met a couple of times at events. Just wanted to connect on LinkedIn. Hope everything's great. So ironically enough, that didn't just happen that way, but it usually pops up and says, people are more likely to accept your invitation if you explain how you know them. So anyway, I'm a big fan of that. Hopefully that feature will either come back or I just did something really odd to somehow circumvent that. But definitely very much highly recommend digging into sending a note whenever you do connect with people. So if you go to notifications here, it creates a bit of a feed based on people you're already connected to and events that have happened and their posts. So again, a great way to come in here, click on someone, and we'll click here on Paul, and I'll just give him a quick like here. And there's more options now. It used to just be like, but now you've got a couple of options similar to other platforms, and certainly writing a comment is highly recommended for engaging with other people. So, and you can also add an image to that. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of adding images in your comments unless they're super, super relevant. So you can also operate a page in LinkedIn. So you can manage your pages here. I believe you would create a page here if you didn't have one already, you would be able to do that. And it's pretty similar to Facebook in the sense of kind of managing a page or acting as your page. We're not super, super active on here as far as the business goes. So again, weighing if it's to your advantage to actually have a page is probably just more connected to if you're going to be active on it and use it. Very similar to Facebook, you can like people's posts as your page. In fact, I'll find under notifications sometimes it'll say, do you want to like this as your page to get more engagement or visibility for your page. And actually, when you click on that notification, it will automatically have you like that as your page unless you change that setting. You do also get analytics under your page, and similar to Facebook, you can also sponsor posts as a page. So again, a pretty straightforward platform, but some different nuances. Definitely as far as your posts and engagement go, I would keep it more professional, but it is potentially a good way to link up with clients or potential clients or connect with people that you've already met as leads, and just stay a bit top of mind. I would not post as frequently as on the other platforms, but again, having your own strategy and sticking to it is the way to go with all of these platforms.